Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life through music. Welcome and thank you for stopping by. It is fantastic that you are here. Well, I trust you enjoyed my last video on Australian rocker and all-round nice guy, Angry Anderson. And through his song Calling, which was a protest song against the harpooning of whales back in the 80s, I went on to talk about the fact that innocent people are often hurt in this world because the world seems to be polarized by this thing called fear. If we look down deep down inside, we are scared of anything that's different to us. So I trust that was kind of an encouragement as I called out to all 7.5 billion of us in this world. We'll go from there to a guy that was born in 1982, and Australia certainly met him in the 2004 season of Australian Idol, where he was the runner-up. And the minute he opened his mouth, we realised why shows like Australian Idol actually exist, because sometimes people need mechanisms to get discovered. Because this guy has got the most incredible voice, so passionate, so pure, incredible range, and every time he gets up on stage, you're absolutely captivated by his performance. The guy we're talking about is Anthony Callea. And certainly between 2005 and 2017, he has released 6 albums, and there's been 13 singles amongst those 6 albums, and he has won a number of pop music awards. But we can't talk about Anthony Callea without talking about his Australian Idol performance of the song called The Prayer. Now, The Prayer was originally recorded by Celine Dion and Andrea Bocelli. And so that's the sort of calibre of voice that we've got who has delivered this song in the past. Now, this is also a song that you don't normally sing at a contest like Australian Idol, but when Anthony Callea opened his voice and delivered this song with such passion, such sincerity, such perfection, Australia well and truly stood up and took notice, because the ovation that he got after delivering this song went for a very, very long time. In fact, when it was released in the Australian market as a single, it went 4 times platinum and is one of the most fastest selling singles in Australian music history. This song captivated the country. It really, really did. And it took this young kid, Anthony Callea, to actually pull this song off with the excellence that he actually did. Now, the song's about prayer. Now, it's interesting, this word prayer. Often at Christmas time, we might think about prayer. We think about it in terms of perhaps wanting the world to be a bit of a better place, and so we think of prayer in those terms. But I would argue maybe, and we probably need to dig a little bit deep here. Don't just write off this word, because I think deep down we all pray to a certain extent. It's that urge, it's that kind of thing within us, just wants something to happen. It's something that we may call out. We say, oh, I'm really hoping for this thing, or I'm really wanting this thing to come off, or I'm really feeling for this person at the moment. These are our essence prayers. It's when the innermost being of us just wants something better. Because, there is a spiritual side to all of us. The medical profession is pretty well settled now that there is a spiritual side to us. It is the thing that will get us to fight against illness. It is the thing that will get us to try and get through something. This is the spiritual side of who we are. And so it is that spiritual side of us that is shouting out words to whoever it might be. The universe is one of the things that seems to get a lot of prayer at the moment. No, the universe, what is the universe telling me? What is the universe wanting me to say? What is the universe wanting me, how is the universe wanting me to be? very much where prayers seem to be getting shot up to at the moment. Of course, prayer is part of every major religion in the world as well. And I suppose for me, who's someone in the Christian faith, and you've probably known that from videos I've done in the past, I very much, it's a communication link between me and my God. It's just, for me, a two-way thing. Now, obviously, for you, it might be something completely different. And as I actually have shared a number of times, I'm never going to push my religion down your throat. I'm always going to give you the space and the respect to look at it the way you need to look at it. But I suppose for me, I just need to say that, yeah, prayer is very much part of my life. I suppose I'm speaking from practical experience a little bit here. I don't know what it's like for you, but those urges that we have inside us to want our lives to be better or for the world to be better is very much a prayer. I think you could almost argue COVID-19 is just one of those things that we're thinking, oh, we just wish it would go. Not just maybe for me, but maybe I'm feeling it for those parts of the world that are really struggling with this thing when we just wish it was different. That's kind of like prayer, really. So let's not just completely disregard this word. You know, I think that if the health profession has pretty well settled now that there is a spiritual side of us, well, we need to take notice of that sort of stuff because it's the thing that makes us who we are. Because you are the only person like you in the world. You have a uniqueness about you that nobody else has. It's part of your spirituality, I'm thinking. So I think the encouragement for today is to just contemplate the fact that our inner selves, our spiritual selves, sometimes need this outlet called prayer. And certainly Anthony Callea, when he sang this song, he chose this song because he was thinking, look, I just want the world, apart from the fact that it's going to show my voice off really, really well, and I suppose in essence there's a prayer even in that he's going to get noticed a bit more through the delivery of this song, and Australia certainly did take notice. But he was also articulating his hope for a better world as well by singing this song. There are a few songs that go from the secular to the sacred. This is one of them. I'm thinking Bridge Over Troubled Water, the Simon Garfunkel classic, would be another one that does that. And so we see probably all of our being connected with this song. And I'm thinking that is why it has resonated with Australia as much as it has. And whenever Anthony Callea goes on stage, we're kind of hoping this is the song he's going to sing because, yeah, it's captured us somehow. Well, I trust that will all be an encouragement for you today as you consider your own inner being, your own spirituality, and how that spirituality speaks sometimes. Well, on to the clips. And yes, we do have to have the prayer. Now, in Australia, on Christmas Eve, there is a tradition called Melbourne Carols by Candlelight. This is something that a lot of Australia tunes into. And if you are asked to sing in this particular show, you know you have made it. People such as Sylvie Palladino and Marina Pryor and Dave Hobson are legends of the Australian stage in particular. So when you're asked to sing in this concert, you become part of the Melbourne Carols family. And Anthony Callea has been part of the Melbourne Carols family for a while now. So people really look forward to him doing his performance at Melbourne Carols. And what a better place to deliver this song, the prayer, when you've got the beautiful glittering candles, the stunning stage, the Melbourne Carols stage is, and the orchestra, which of course is conducted by John Foreman. Now, John Foreman had a lot to do with Australian Idol, with being the musical director as well, so he knows Anthony Callea quite well and knows what is needed for his performances to be as compelling as they actually are. So in 2014, yes, Anthony did sing the prayer. And so this is an absolutely beautifully shot performance of him singing this song live. and you see what I mean about how compelling it is. The minute he starts singing, you're hooked. And I thought also I would go for another of his singles, Rain. I love the chord progressions in song. I love this song when I heard it. It's just a really, really great pop song that was given to Anthony to sing. And incidentally, both The Prayer and Rain came off the 2005 release Anthony Callea. This was his debut self-titled release. So both of those versions are actually live. So you can see what I mean by how good his voice actually is. And by the way, the links to both of those songs are in the description below. So you'll see them there for you to click on. And you also note my last video from Angry Anderson. So if you want to recap on that one, feel free as well. Well, I really hope as you listen to him today, and particularly The Prayer, that you will find him particularly and incredibly encouraging for you in your own journey. Well, if you've come back for another one, thank you very much for doing so. If this is your first time, welcome to this thing called Life Reflections Through Music. And all we do is we just encourage you in your life journey. And if you have hung around to the end when we've contemplated this concept of our spirituality and the way that speaks through prayer at times, I hope, thank you very much for hanging around till the end. And please note the invitation below that if you want me to have a look at a song, feel free to drop it in the comments. And I'm more than happy to do that for you. I did get a request recently with the Hootie Gurus, so it was great to be able to do that one as well. Well, that's it for today. Next time, we're going to go on to Aztec Camera. So until then, I'll catch you around.